Bhavit, a 34-year-old football coach who is dreaming of scoring a goal right here. Let's see what his idea is.
Hello. That's quite the entry. What's your name?
Bhavit Dedhia.
Hi, Bhavit.
And it looks like you're a big football fan.
I'm a cricket and football coach.
Oh, lovely.
Coach.
You made a profession out of your passion.
Yes.
I see. Okay,
I used
wonderful.
to play before and then I became coach.
Thanks for coming to the Inventor Challenge.
Thank you.
And we'd love to hear all about it.
Okay. I'm here to share about my invention, which is a card game based on football. Suppose we two are playing a game. You have similar number of cards, even I have similar number of cards. If I have a football, I am the attacker, I will dribble. Suppose I'm putting a dribble card, I don't want you to put a tackle card. If you put a tackle card, you have got the ball. Then you become the attacker and I become the defender. So like that, if you put 3 or 4 moves, correct, you progress to the next phase. Suppose there is a cross or a cutback, or you can shoot also directly. That progresses to the next phase. If it is shoot, directly to the goalkeeper's phase, where they choose a save or a goal. And if there is a cross or something like that, then attacker, if he heads the ball, it's a hit or a miss. If it's on the goal, then again goalkeeper phase, where they select a save or goal, whatever they pick. It's like the cards will be facing upside down.
So it seems like a game of not only luck, but also a game of skill and strategy.
Not skill, but yeah, strategy. And yes, the basic game which I've planned for kids who are like 8 years, 6 years, who can learn from this game how to go about the game. Like there is a build-up phase and what are the basic skills like dribbling and passing. So for them, it is a very simple game. Then advance a bit like people who are non-footballers but have learned the basic game and are bored with the game. So a bit challenging. And the pro version, there is a VAR, offside, onside. You can foul the player. You will get a red card, yellow card. All that is included.
2-player game?
Right now, it's a 2-player game, but I'm working on 4-player, 6-player game because my friend suggested that normal Indian family, they usually have 4 in a family or 5, 6. So I was like, okay.
Is it limited to only those people who know the rules of football?
No. You can start with the basic game, which you can play, pass and dribble, tackle, that's it. Move to the next phase.
And are the rules accurate? So if I don't play football, and if my first experience into the world of football is through your card game, would the rules that I learned from the card game also help me when I eventually move to the field?
Of course it will, because that's what made me took over a year to think about from basic to pro, that I inculcate rules as such so that people feel that they are playing the actual game. Because I've seen many games online based on football, but they were luck-based or more of dice games and dice rolls and all that stuff.
I also feel that your game does not need to be limited. You might start your first deck as the football game, but using the same premise, you could do cricket, you could do basketball, you could do a whole series.
Lawn tennis, whatever you want.
So you're basically teaching also the rules of the game without the person having to play the game in the field.
Correct.
Okay.
So Bhavit, I have a thought and a question for you. What my thought is that I love the fact that we're going back to card games. So this has a very old school charm, kind of going back to basics. And it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of childish fun in card games. I grew up playing loads of WWF and cricket. So this is my thought, what I really like about this. My question is that, is it possible to inculcate actual teams into these cards and players that could really attract kids who are already, you know, kind of fanatic about football and their teams and their players to really like kind of get into this game?
If you say like right now I have to fantasy a thing, I would get FIFA into it. I would get all the sponsorships of the visuals of like Ronaldo hitting a bicycle kick or Messi doing some skills.
Fantastic.
It will. I get goosebumps right now talking about it.
So are you sure there's nothing like this in the market?
Definitely not, sir. I have researched it over almost like 2 years. And I just felt there is no such game which is giving the feel of the game, like while playing one-on-one. Like if I have a football right now, we are playing with your feet. And when we are playing with the cards, it's the same feeling, like dribble, tackle, pass, intercept, simple basic rules.
So it seems like this game is in a very advanced stage. So what exactly would you like from the lab if this were to proceed to the lab phase?
I want to make good designs out of it, what material to use, how to use, and guidance from expertise.
Did you tell the students that you coach about the game, and what did they say?
They have played with me. I have tested with them and got their feedback and worked on the game. Many a times I felt, okay, the bigger game is right now not for them. Let them first play the smaller game. Then they will learn the bigger game. And they gave me a good response. Like they were excited. When the last moment it happens a goal, like suppose the game is for 10 minutes and the score is 2-1. and you need to score a goal. And in the last, this is the last card you have to play. And if you play and you score a goal, it's a goal.
Wow.
They have literally shouted in my house.
Wow.
And my wife is like, "Kya chal raha hai ye?"
That's the exciting thing about football, how in the last 15 seconds, something changes. So great idea. Really enjoyed it. Thank you so much
Would
for
love
sharing
to see
that.
if this can go to the lab
Yeah.
phase.
Welcome, Bhavit.
Hi.
Why don't you take us through your game?
In football, there is phases. Build-up phase, progressive phase, and finishing phase. Same thing I have inculcated in my game, like phase 1, phase 2, and action phase. And I have made some cards. So these are the goal cards. The football card to indicate who has the ball. These are the goalkeeper action card, defender's action card, attacker's action card, phase 2 cards, phase 1 cards. And how to play the cards? Can you take this card? Okay. So when you have a ball, you are thinking of playing a card, you have to just select one card, thinking of what move you want to make. A dribble, pass or back pass, the 3 attacking moves. You have to make this 3 moves to go ahead to the phase 2.
Yes.
If you are not successful in making 3 moves and before that I win the ball, I have to make 3 moves to go ahead as an attacker in phase 2. How to play is that just choose a card and wait for the opponent. If you are ready, just flip the cards.
Okay, that's how we do
And flip it the way so that the opponent can read what card, because you know what card you have chosen.
Yes.
In the end, if the score is 0-0, we go to penalty shootout. And then so on, we'll go ahead and play the match.
So, for me, one of the things that comes when we talk about prototyping is the level of information that each of these cards now hold.
Correct.
An icon, like in a card game, you know that where are the spades, how are they placed, a joker is placed. So even in your game, to read some of these symbolically, one has to train, and I'm glad that you're taking them very progressively.
He was very excited to know how this will develop, and the only thing is now to get the things into visual so that they are more effective.
So Bhavit, this is where, when you started off,
Yes.
and where you headed to was with this basic material as cardboard.
Yes.
So one of the things with you, with your illustrator, to think about. Rakesh, the visual language is very like old-time Tinkle comic books jaisa hai, which has to change. Because today, the generation that we are dealing with are like, anime. So they will also relate to it. So in terms of illustration, design, the colors, because you have used a lot of flat colors.
I showed her every sketch and she guided me with that things with my illustrator, of course, because it was always my thoughts, he making it, and then she guiding us with that, giving her input so that we can better it.
Good.
Yeah.
So it's a lovely collaboration that's happening.
Yes.
And I look forward to
Same here.
seeing this complete, hopefully soon. Yeah?
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you. तो मेरा जो बेसिक गेम है मैं पहले वो रेडी कर रहा हूँ और उसके बाद along with my illustrator we are working on that.
Game starts, kick off. After some of the cards of my prototype were ready, I tested it with people around, like some of the inventors on the show, and I was observing, are they enjoying, what are they struggling with, and with their feedback, I started applying and changing whatever was required.
The charm that Bhavit brings to this is the least tech interface. There's no tech interface. There's a human interface, and that's what makes the difference.
Meanwhile, my illustrator had started working on the cards after suggestion from Anupama ma'am to keep the fonts quite simple and clear. Colors should be good, not that flashy or too bright. The progress of the cards was good. We were going quite smoothly. There were some challenges like the position of the players, the placement of the players, or the way they are looking, their expressions in a situation. As my illustrator was from a non-footballing background, so I had to guide him with that, and this part was quite challenging and tricky for us. We had some challenges with the graphic designing. Initially, we worked only with the blue color. Then when we used certain colors, we got to know that fonts we use, the colors of the fonts we use have to be quite simple and clear so that it goes with every background. So that was a quite challenging part to decide on. Choosing the best material was a challenging thing for us. So we had to look for the best material available local. We used around 350 GSM paper along with round cut and lamination, which gave us the feel of a very good card the way we required. So after my prototype was ready, and I was quite happy about it. I almost cried while looking at that cards. It was quite beautiful to see them.
The name of my invention is Goal, aim of the game. It is a card game based on football. The cards are football card, goal cards, and action phase cards. There is a rule book in the game which will help you understand how to set up the game and play the game. And the one who scores more goals wins.
Alright, so we both are a team and you guys are a team, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's try to play the first phase cards. Okay, chalo, ready? 3, 2, 1, open. Ah, see, that's the thing, we dribbled. We faked us stuff. Okay, so we have the ball position, that's one round.
It's super cool game, it's fast. So there is mechanisms of bluffing, mechanisms of tension, mechanism of tactile play.
3, 2, 1, open. Oh, yes. You got it from us. You got it from us. Okay, well done. You got the ball position.
Yes. I did like that what opponent team is thinking about. So that was fun and exciting also.
Yeah.
Yes, now it's
So now it's already done, no? It's
No,
three.
now it's our turn to, you know.
So I think
Okay, so now it's
for
on.
3 turns, if we keep the ball position, we enter the penalty thing. But
The game was difficult to understand because why, if I am playing on the ground, why would I prefer it indoor? Like, so it would be not for myself.
If you are like want to pass time, so definitely yes, I would go for that game.
Oh my God,
my
this was so
God.
cool.
Game of the
Remember
game.
this guy when he's done such a good job of the design.
I absolutely love the branding.
This is literally, he's got it ready to almost.
I hope he
to
lets us
start
play
selling.
today.
Yeah. Look
Yeah,
forward
but
to
I mean-
that.
So
Okay.
who's on this side?
Let's do
I'm
it.
on this side.
Pass, okay.
Cool.
So these are the 3 attacking actions. If they are playing dribble and you want to counter them, you have to put a tackle card. So you get the ball back.
Got it.
Don't know what we'll pull out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Switch it. Okay, so I tried to pass and you tried to tackle.
Oh, so I don't know what the other team's gonna do.
So we got 1 move right. So
Right.
like that, we have to make 3 moves right.
Okay, ready? And go.
Go. She dribbled and you intercept.
The ball goes through the legs of the keeper. Nice. Nice.
Wow, this
Thank
is
you,
amazing.
coach, for some amazing
Great work.
coachmanship.
Amazing.
Thank you. Very exciting.
Fun.